This qigong practice is suitable for beginners and advanced Budokai alike. Relax and have fun. Welcome to this practice of qigong. Let us get the body prepared to be an open channel for breath. Gazing forward in the stance of infinity, listen in as you inhale and exhale. Taking the left foot out, split the stance into your yin-yang channel and sink the qi, dropping the shoulders in the sockets. Invert the toes into your preparation stance. Bend the knee slightly, sending the strength to the outside of the legs so that the knees do not collapse. Once again, relax the shoulders in the sockets. Imagine that you're holding a big Tai Chi ball gently on the earth. Loosen the neck and the jaw and gaze softly forward. Inhaling and exhaling gently. Bring the hands up into the middle dantian. Push out and softly float the hands down. This is an exercise for the neck. Swiping up, relax the hands. Looking at the fingers. Trying to symmetrically bring into the middle dantian. Pushing out and down. Breathing from deep in the belly now. Inhale. Turn the hands to face you. Bring in the qi to the middle dantian. Push and float the hands down. Good. Relaxing the jaw now. Getting ready for our next qigong movement. This is follow hands. Don't twist too much here. This is a practice for the neck. Just loosening the neck and the gaze. As you look at the fingers, the activation of the optic nerve also activates your prefrontal cortex, which helps with mindfulness and being in the present moment. Again, breathing from the lower dantian, deep in the belly. This is the center of qi. Practicing these small turns now. Imagine that your belly button turns just 30 degrees from side to side, and your gaze does the same. This twisting movement washes, rinses, and detoxes your organs. So don't twist too much because that strains the knees. Also, don't crank the neck. Holding that big Tai Chi ball now between the middle and the lower dantian. Use these movements to turn, holding that Tai Chi ball. Maybe you can feel the energy in between your hands, the two biggest meridians of your body. Maybe you can just imagine that today. Turning, using the gaze to wake up the Gong mindfulness. Using the hands to wake up the brain. The brain is really interested in movement in the big limbs of our body, our arms and our legs. Knees are slightly bent. Strength is going to the outside of the legs. Return to the center. Send that crown of the head up towards the heavens, rooting down in the heels to the earth. A beautiful, graceful movement now called opening the lotus flower. See how this is helping limber up those shoulder sockets. You're adding the neck movement here. Gaze is moving up to the heavens, down to the earth, following the hands. Again, remember when we move slow, this releases synaptic fluid in our joints. When we move slow, this tells the brain, slow down, everything is okay, we're good here. So this reduces the parts of our brain that respond to stress and threat, our amygdala, for instance, and it regulates our vagus nerve too. Breathing, setting the channel correctly for the breath. Make sure that the belly is relaxed. Holding that big Tai Chi ball again between the middle and lower dantian. Switch the hands around. Now push down with one hand, push up with the other. The hand that's pushing down is not relaxed. You're using that lower hand to feel a stretch in the arm. You will feel that there, and then the upper hand is helping you to stretch the spine. You can keep your neck in neutral if you want, or you can do what I'm doing here by looking up to the ceiling and then down to the earth. Making sure that you're breathing gently. I'm keeping my hand flexed, and I'm rotating that shoulder back very slowly, very gently. Remember, the slowness is where you get those juicy joint mobilizations. If you feel some stickiness or stuck points, try to stay with it and don't force your body, but breathe and move through the resistance. Very gently stretching the neck, the sides of the neck here. No forced quick movements. Nothing that strains. Returning to the middle now and rolling back those shoulders as though you're trying to place them on a coat hanger behind you, but getting the full rotation of movement. Relax the belly here and breathe. Find that Tai Chi ball again between the middle and the lower dantian. The middle dantian is the heart. Focus. Push up and down at the same time. Yin and yang. Yin and yang split here. One is up and one is down. Moving the neck between those polar opposites, or keeping it in neutral if that makes you dizzy. Rotating that shoulder back now. You might put your hand on your hip to keep it still, or over your lower dantian, so that your belly remembers to be relaxed. The neurons in our brain that are interested in movement can be reminded by the hands what to do. So sometimes if I'm trying to perfect a movement, I'll take my hand there so my brain remembers that neural loop. Stretching the neck here. Relax the belly, relax the jaw. crown is up to the heavens. And breathe. Lovely. Feel that relaxation, that chi or energy moving through your body. Beginning some more graceful movements now, flowing like a river. You can watch your hands here. That helps with body posture, body love, feeling the grace of our body. That optic nerve has fibers deep in the brain as we begin to see, hey, everything in our environment is peaceful and good. So that optic nerve helps tell our brain that things are safe, which helps us to relax. The prefrontal cortex is also very interested in what our visual field is doing, so this relates to mindfulness too. Leaning into one side, wrapping hands. I'm scooping down in a big movement here, like I'm scooping a big bucket of ice, and then I'm turning my palm to the outside this time. Scooping, turn the palm to the outside, breathing. Moving to the other side now. So one knee is bent, one knee is straighter. Scooping, big scoop here. Pulling through that energy. Wrapping hands. Wrapping hands. I've got that widest stance that I'm stood in here. Again, the middle and lower dantian helps stabilize that Tai Chi ball before I circle the sun here with my arms. Big movement, up you go, down, bend the knees. Expand and bend and collapse the lungs, the heart, the belly. Open and collapse. Inhale, open and exhale, collapse. Open and close, a classic movement in all Tai Chi styles. Another familiar movement in Tai Chi styles is this hands in cloud, or waving hands. Qigong is thought to be the earliest form of Tai Chi. Qigong means work of breath, practice of breath. Moving my feet in slowly here, being very intentional about my movements and balance, the way that my feet are feeling on the floor. Beginning to practice stepping to the side with one leg rooted and one leg moving out to the side. The rooted leg, my knee is bent to give me a little more balance. And the leg that's going out to the side, I'm trying to straighten that and then push onto the straight leg. So rooting one leg down into the floor Keep it bent and balanced. Straight leg, push into the straight leg. There's a lot going on there, but advanced practitioners or Budokai, once you've got into that side step stance, you can turn that lower dantian for a twist. You can also bring that knee up for style and balance, and then push onto that straight leg. But if you're just starting, maybe you can keep your feet on the floor and just slide that leg out. That's a good way to start practicing. Stance of up and down. We're now going to start doing some balances and kicks. And kicks in Tai Chi look like various things, but many of them are heel kicks. And when you start doing heel kicks, you can actually keep all your feet on the floor and just push your heel out on the foot that you're kicking with. And as you go back, push your heel to the back of the room while keeping your toes on the floor. Advanced Budokai are going to want to tuck that knee in tightly to the chest and then, stick that heel out. That gets your kicks higher. So we don't lift from the abs or from the hip rotator. We pull the knee in first, and then we tense our body as the heel comes out from the knee. Splitting that yin and yang stance here, sending the crown up to the heavens, holding those two Tai Chi balls. The stance of up and down again here, hands up and then down, and then adding the heel kicks, the Tai Chi kicks, here using the heel as we push forward, standing on one leg, and the heel or the toes can go to the back of the room as you move the leg back, depending on what you want to stretch. So although Tai Chi is a martial art, we use these qigong movements to stretch our body. So point that foot in a way that feels good for you. Keeping my hands on the lower dantian here, just below the belly button. Imagining that there's 4 points around my belly and I'm relaxing them all as I pull in and out, floating down, pulling up and into the middle, circulating all my good energy, my chi, spelled C-H-I, chi, moving that up to the middle dantian and out. So this is going to be crane eventually, because you're going to move those hands up the body, and then you're going to move to one leg and nail that heel again. Remember, that heel can stay on the floor in this crane kick, or you can pull the knee up to the chest and then use that height of the knee to send the leg out. Crane. Balancing on one leg. My fists are now at my waist, and I'm going to turn so that you can see my posture. I've got one leg out, but I'm leaving my pelvis back. One leg out, opposite hand punches. So if your left leg goes out, your right hand punches here. This is a reverse punch. And your trunk, your pelvis stays back. The weight is on your back leg. And these Tai Chi punches are soft. and they're really focused on breathing. You'll see I'm very particular about my posture because I'm a practiced martial artist. It's my first two knuckles that are hitting the target out in front of me, which would be the middle dantian. Here's a different punch. Left leg goes out and left arm punches, or right leg goes out and right arm punches. So this time, instead of keeping our weight back, we're moving our weight forward into the punch. So this is not a reverse punch, it's a forward punch. Again, here my posture is very good. My shoulders are down, crown of the head is up. Arm is strong but soft. Nothing is locked in Tai Chi. That's why it's so good for our body. After many years of training in hard martial arts where everything is locked and hitting strong and fast Tai Chi feels so good on my bones. Imagine that you have two Tai Chi balls now. Yin and yang, balancing both, moving your male and female energies. And this is reverse monkey. The 5 animal games were an early form of practice in Tai Chi. So this monkey stance is one of the oldest movements with the hands split, one up, one down, both energies balanced, and you can look either way. There's that open and close movement, one of the most classic movements in Tai Chi. You can actually spend the whole time just doing that open and close movement and practicing all the elements that you've learned today, and you will be good at your Tai Chi practice. The movements are secondary. It is the breath that is the most healing tool here. This is the posture of up and down, where hands stay in the bottom quadrant, right at the bottom of the trunk here, and you're just gently manipulating the airflow in the lower body. Relax the belly. This is the posture of infinity. Hands are circling in never-ending circles. And this mimics the flow of air through the body. Imagine that the air is flowing through your body like a wheel, up through the spine, and then nourishing the front of the body with the breath. I like to finish my qigong or my Tai Chi in this wonderful gathering air posture. How does your body feel as you gather air? I love to do this outside at sunrise or sunset and channel the energy of our beautiful earth. As you practice Tai Chi, you will incrementally feel a sense of peace in your body, a sense of oneness with the world. There's that split stance again, yin and yang. And a warrior's finish, because Tai Chi eventually became a martial art, not just a medicine. A wushu greeting for unity, humility, and strength. Thank you for practicing qigong. I'm Sensei Tracy Baxendale Bull. The next part of our qigong video here, we will be doing exactly the same practice, but I will not be talking. Here's the same series again, without instructions. Relax and have fun.